All right, let's do this. Sitting in a hot ass car for no reason. Let's bump that up. Okay. So I was in a hot ass car. I figured out what I wanted to do. What I want to do for Halloween this year. And I think it would be lots of fun to do. I'm going to get soon. I'm gonna see if anybody wants to be a test monkey. For this, and I might not even just do it. I just might see who is interested in a super secret project. Test out a few things. See if people are interested in it. Plenty of cues, to use for as Halloween costumes. I got plenty of costumes from last. I got 31 costumes from last year. I definitely don't want to do the same thing over and over and over again. And I have a slime project part 2 that's I'm going to be doing real soon. honestly do, which I really enjoy. And maybe for 2025 I'll make the Pirates thing. Maybe. I just, like I said, I was in a bad space. Streaming wise. Hours of streaming that I recently did is already gone. This year has been a really good reconstruction year. It's been good for me. People think that I have not continued streaming. I mean, I've never stopped. I had a few people tell me, like, where have you been? What have you been up to? And I'm like, holy cow. This year has been crazy. I mean, the 48-hour Twitch stream didn't even cover it. Yeah, it wasn't 48 hours straight. It was actually 2 24-hour streams. Thank you, thunderstorms and lightning and stuff like that. But we are. Just going to continue on. I do thank the Twitch stream for, my Twitch anniversary for actually guiding a few people here. Thank you for watching. And this is what makes this possible. It's what makes it all possible. Twitch will still, as much as I bash on it, Twitch still has a place in my streaming repertoire. One of the things, being demonetized on Twitch. Oh, it's like you can keep the $10. Actually, you're actually $10. really made any money this year on Twitch, and for good reason. I haven't really been streaming on Twitch, so I've watched a lot of people do karaoke. I've watched a lot of people do copyrighted songs that they karaoke, and it's been it is a big sticking point with me here on YouTube, that, you know, if you're watching something that's copyrighted, I'd put the copyright in there. You know, it's in the description. It's right at the front, so that it's the first thing anybody sees when they read the description. It's right there at the top if it's copyrighted. I don't want anybody to think that, like, going, oh, you know, they played this commercial. They played this commercial. Just so you know, somebody was actually passing another car in my lane. I had to come to a complete stop for them because they're fucking idiots. They don't know how passing works. Speaking about accommodation, I am not an accommodator. Like, somebody told me that, oh, you're helpful, so you're an accommodator. And it's like, I am. I am like the exact opposite of an accommodator. I do not accommodate people. I do not do things. I'm not helpful because I'm trying to placate or appease. I'm helpful because I believe this is something that another person needs. It's my nature. Talking about the scorpion and the frog, I am definitely the frog in that scenario. And I will take the scorpion across the water. I might drown the scorpion before they sting me. Yeah, it's the nature, and it could happen. Yeah. I could also tell the scorpion no. If I don't believe that taking the scorpion across the pond will help the scorpion, I won't do it. So, there's really weird things about being a helpful person. Like, I'm not an accommodator. That's not in my nature. And the only reason I bring this up is because it's come up several times at work. My job is to be helpful. That's why I took the job. It fits right into my nature. But I'm only helpful. My nature is only helpful because I deem out loud. But yeah, my helpful nature gets me into a shit ton of trouble. Especially people thinking that I'm annoying. Especially people thinking that I have an ulterior motive, that I have some type of agenda, because everybody who does things like this has some, deep-rooted thing that they're trying to accomplish. It's the selfish belief in the human race, which I understand in my brain, but I also believe that most people, well, I don't think this, but in my heart I believe it to be true. If that makes sense. That people do things even just things on the whim, even giving money and donating and stuff like that. I believe people do that because they want to, it fulfills a part of them. And I like to believe that people don't do things, out of spite and out of harm, because, to harm themselves. I believe people shouldn't. That's probably the better way to put it. I believe people shouldn't do things that harm themselves while trying to harm another person. And I do know, I've witnessed it. In fact, we have an entire political party that's built around just hate and harm, and it makes no sense to me. I still don't understand it. I still don't understand why people would put themselves or endanger their aspirations, their future aspirations, to harm another person. And I always run back to freaking Maya Angelou, who famously said, hate has caused a lot of problems in the world, but it hasn't solved a single one. And that is that's a serious problem. And the only reason I always go back to that is because, like I said, for many years, it wasn't, I act like I came to my senses, sometime in my adulthood. I bullied the bullies. Hell, I wrote the freaking Bullets and Butterfly Wing parody is about being a bully that bullies the bullies. So it's not like, I woke up one day and thought, you know what, hating these people, hating what people do, and basically forcing them to have recompense, forcing their hand by hate, with hate, is going to cure them of their problem. I can safely say that it caused more harm than good. And the thing is that it put me involved. And again, it wasn't like, did this, and I realized immediately the damage that I was doing. No, I did this, I caused damage, the damage spread, and I continued. I doubled down even in some cases. In 8th grade, I was suspended for a week because of bullying the bullies. And that still didn't even deter me. I was outcast all through high school, which is the reason why I don't like high school at all. I was an outcast in high school, and I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buckle down, I'm going to study, I'm going to get great grades, I'm going to do all these things because I have no friends. And that's basically going to be my life. I lived like that, and I hated who I was, and I still bullied the bullies. I still thought I had the righteous hand and doing the right thing, and it wasn't just the bullies, it was people I deemed as a bully, which is even worse. Top of it. Some people weren't even bullying, and I was on the attack because I had to double down. And that lasted for many, many years. And again, I hated myself, I hated who I was. It took me years, even after college, years to realize that how bad it was. And I even knew the Maya Angelou quote, and I didn't believe it. And like people like don't realize, like I hold, when I say I hold a grudge, I still hold a grudge against people that did me wrong. When I was 7. I still hold that grudge. This isn't like, I'm cured of it and everything is about love. I want everything to be about love, but I don't let those people in. I don't let people who could potentially not people who've harmed me. I don't let people who could potentially harm me in. And even worse, even on top of that, even worse, people who harm others, I don't get to know. Even worse. I am by nature an introvert. I don't think I've ever been an extrovert. I don't seek the approval of others, especially for my self-worth. And that introspective thing that I have is one of the reasons why it's difficult for me to help another person see their true nature, see who they really are inside, so they can become the best them. I only know me. And I try to be the example, but that example, it's like I can't even think of it. But that example is example. I'm gonna try to put this together. Doesn't help somebody. You can't follow in my footsteps. This isn't like a Jesus Christ thing where you could follow in my footsteps and come out of the thing. I don't follow in Jesus' footsteps. There's a few things that Jesus preached, and a few things written about Jesus, because I don't even know if that's what he actually preached. Nobody knows. But there's a few things written about him that I like. I don't think it's explained really well. Treat others as you'd have them treat you. That's not a treat others as they are treating you. That is, even if they're treating you poorly, even if they don't treat you right, ever, always treat them as you'd want them to treat you. I think that's the meaning behind it. Like, that's something I kind of like. Do I always, I fall short all the time. It's not a single thing. It's a lot of things. But for me, what I have noticed is that the things that where my depression, the chemicals in my brain, the way they mix, I know that even when I'm down, that the answer is always love. And if I am doing things with hate, if I'm doing things with this, those things aren't going to be beneficial to me. have seen people, and it was a person who is almost the complete opposite of me. Who I can safely say is my best friend. Be themselves. Be who they are. And even though they tell me they have imposter syndrome, I've watched them, go from an angry young man to this incredible person. And that's the reason why they're my best friend. And like I said, we are like oil and water. Comparatively. We are pretty much the exact opposite. If I could say that I'm highly intelligent, that would probably be the only thing we have in common. But they're exceptionally intelligent. That I feel like a fucking moron next to them. And that feeling, it's part of the feeling that I got from them is the fact that they let me in. That's what I got from them. That we mutually let each other into our lives, into seeing the ugly side and the good side, and how powerful we are as well as how powerless we are. It's an amazing thing, and I recommend it. I'm not gonna say it's gonna make your life 10 times easier. Hell, it might make your life 10 times harder. But having that thing, here I am telling you, having that within me, I know that the things that I do aren't to waste. Because that's who I am. And the most difficult thing that I have is not taking the hard road. Is not basically blazing my own path. That's not the hard thing for me. The most difficult thing for me is to accept other people's help. And even more so, to trust that they will do their part. To trust them at their word. isolated, I swear. You know, that I can do that. You know, having that's the most difficult thing. Streaming, since I've been a streamer, the support has been tremendous. The advice that people have been giving me has been overwhelming. And the things that I do, I have trouble, lots of trouble. You know, each one of these projects, like the perfect example of the projects that I'm doing. I've had people, you know, actually offer. You know, I have the music video. I have somebody who's offered their expertise in this, and it's one of the reasons why, like, instead of waiting, you know, instead of trying to put it all together in November, so that I have it done by the end of the year, so I give myself a month left, you know, to pull it all together. I'm trying to get it done now. I'm even doing a big push to get it done. Because I feel like I want to trust them so badly. I want to trust that, you know, if I give them 2 months, that they'll produce something before the end of the year. I did not put myself in a spot that is as isolated as I thought it was. I'm really early. That's why. It's going to be an extra long video. And it's stuff that I want to talk about. If I could give a gift to anybody, to everybody, it wouldn't be merch. It wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be, you know, videos. It would be a safe place. They can go to, so that they can explore who they are. That's what I would. That would be, if I could have the gift to give somebody, it would be that. Along the lines of, you know, this is where you can get it all out. This is where you don't need to pretend You don't need to pretend to be something that you're not, or you don't even need to impress me. It would be more. It would give me more of an impression. It'd be more impressive. That's what I wanted to say. It'd be more impressive if you'd just been yourself. And I say this a lot. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the main reasons I say it all the time. Is that, I thank people for just being them. Because I don't need anything more. And if somebody couldn't do something that they say they could, I wish they would tell me. Yeah, I'd be disappointed. Yes. Yeah, I might even be angry. But I wouldn't hold it against them if they realized, when they realized it, they did it. Instead of me hounding them. Have you done yet? Did you get it done yet? Did you do this? Did you do this? Because I swear what I'm going to be doing, and I'm friends with the person who offered. I'm good friends with them, and they are an amazing person. But once I get all the stuff that I need done, and I have them try to mix the music, because that's what they're doing. They're going to mix the music with the lyrics, because I'm going to do a separate track of lyrics, and then I'm going to do, give them the music, and they're going to try to meld the music in, or play the music, or synthesize it to the actual song that I sing, and they're going to fuse those together, and then on top of that they're going to add the animation in that I create. So I'm going to be making these block GIFs, and even sending still scenes, so they can add those in, so that they see how I want it to be laid out, and then they're going to make it the whole, that's a fucking shit ton of work. And I realized if I was doing that, I would require 2 to 3 months, because I'd have to learn how to do that. Hopefully they can get it done quicker and it'll be done. But as soon as I send this off, I'm still going to be doing that, because I still want the project to get done. And that's a trust issue on my part. And eventually, maybe, because the way I was going to do it, you're going to love this. I was going to do it as a loud noise. And add in, have the music and the lyrics already set together. Boom. And then I was going to add in the GIFs and not have it really lip synced, and then have the whole video done. That's how I was going to do it. And they're offering a better solution. But yeah, because I won't be able to do that. It would probably take me, till the end of the year. If I had everything ready right now, it probably still would take me till the end of the year, till November, to get the video done. And I still want to do a Halloween project. Still want to do a Christmas project. I'm giving up on Potteroos. So yay, Potteroo King, Potteroo Prince, Potteroo whatever that people call me. I love doing Potteroos. I think I thought it was funny on a whim that I did that. And thought it was funny that I did that all on a whim, and it turned into something much greater. But I want it to be my entire the entirety of my repertoire. You know, it has to be my own creations. Because during this year, I realized, like, I want to when I set up a Patreon, I want to sell on the Patreon, or give to my patrons gifts and stuff like that, and product and merchandise and physical things that are solely my creation. I mean, Q, the little yellow gremlin, is solely my creation. The platypus is solely my creation. These are all mine. All the slimes, all mine. The dakimakuras that they did, even though it's based on a product, the ones that I've created, those are all mine. And I love the dakimakuras because all of a sudden somebody says, "Oh my fucking god, you can actually draw." It's like, you don't see these freaking gremlins, you don't see these freaking slimes. That's art. That's fucking Andy Warhol freaking did soup cans and everybody freaking lost their minds over it. What the fuck do you think this is? What the fuck do you think this is? I'm glad people can see me as an artist. Also with the with Patreon, I can do a lot more not safe for work, things like that. I might activate the Fansly so I can stream the not safe for work stuff. Blue Twitch. Sorry, calling it the wrong thing. Twitch. I've watched some VTubers actually become really successful with Blue Twitch. The reason that I would want to go with something that is not safe for is 18 plus all the time is because it just gives me more freedom. I can express myself however I want, and I think it's kind of weird that I'm thinking about, doing adult art on an adult site, and some of my stuff might not be adult, and I might still do it there. Who knows? Who knows how? I don't know how I'm going to feel about it and do it. But I definitely think that my art has been lacking or held back because of it. And those that inspired me to do this art, like none of them are even around anymore, and I miss them. But I think it's one of the reasons why I never pursued it. The people who I started Twitch with, they're not around anymore, and I think it's one of the main reasons why I hadn't streamed on Twitch in 6 months. And I'm pushing through. As always, when I got suspended on Twitch, I was still streaming here on YouTube. When I got rid of all my Discords, I was still streaming here on YouTube. When I built all that stuff back up and started streaming back on Twitch and stuff like that, I was still streaming here on YouTube. And it makes me laugh sometimes because it's still this way. It is still this way. All right. Think we could do 4.5 more minutes? I think we can. I can't stress how important it is to me. I don't promote YouTube. I don't. If you're watching this, you notice that I didn't promote YouTube the entire freaking hour. And in all the videos, I really don't promote it. But like, if I met me as a VTuber and I was interested in any way, shape, or form, other than for a follow back, other than for another member of chat, but if I was interested any way, shape, or form, this is where I would go. This is what I would watch. And because I wouldn't ask silly questions like, where have you been? Why have you dropped out? We miss you. Because all they'd have to do is see any one of these freaking long, boring freaking videos to get an idea of like the insanity that's going on in my head, the craziness that's happening, The fact that I'm working doubles all the time and freaking, burnt out, and I don't ever want to be burnt out from streaming. But I'm a human being. I get tired. I'm also kind of old. I'm really not. It's like AI. I would rather AI learn to do the job that I'm doing right now for me to get paid for it, so that I can do the art. So I can not fight against AI get art done. So I can do this artwork. So I can be creative. So I can be expressive. And if I was making the income and didn't have to work for it, believe me, I could do it better, faster, stronger, and crazier, more original than any AI could possibly ever, even in the future, become. Because I can create an algorithm that can predict what AI does, no matter where AI goes from here, no matter how advanced AI gets. You can actually figure out what brush strokes, what shortcuts, I should say, that AI takes, how it does its lighting. All that can be all programmed in. And it will produce the exact same picture every single time. It's the reason why artists get upset, because the AI has chosen their work as their basis and literally is stealing their work. I would rather AI be actually useful and do the job that I'm getting paid for. The career that I have. I'd rather AI be that. Than take away creativity. Basically take away challenging and the connection and the wonder that being an artist does. I love being an artist. I love creating parody music. I love drawing. I love all of it. Even when I had my nervous breakdown, even when I quit doing it, I still loved it. I have not ever, it's never not been a love. Creativity has never not been a love for me. All right, we did it. As always, cool beans in the comments below. And if you have a question or something like that, you can put cool beans and the question. But if you just don't even know what to do, you basically just stumbled upon this and you watched this the entire hour, which you're insane, and you watch this the entire hour, just put cool beans in the comments below. Let me know you're around. I will definitely comment. I will definitely, give you a psh, and we'll go from there. And whatever you're doing after this, if you're watching another video, hey, don't let me stop you. But I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a fantastic time doing it. And thank you for being you. It's the most important thing to me. All right? So thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. All right. Take care. Bye.